right. All right, let's get my little. All right. Hello, friends, and welcome to a time of adventure, dice, and escaping the trials that the real world brings us. I'm here to make you feel things to imaginary characters and math rocks. All joking aside, this is first and foremost a safe place. Here we will all bear some part of our souls for the others to see, so things may get rough from time to time. What matters is that we all know and are willing to pump the brakes should the situation call for it, though hopefully that isn't necessary. This tale we're about to tell mainly dances along the lines of grimdark and the hero's journey. Adversaries may not be exactly as they seem. Not everything needs to end in a fight if you are resourceful. The world I bring you is cruel, but in the end I care about the person or persons on the other side of the screen more than the 20s and the ones on the screen. I'm not a perfect DM, such a thing does not exist. I will make mistakes as surely as you will. If something doesn't seem right, we take a moment and we see how we can fix that wrong. I love you guys, and let's play some Dungeons & Dragons. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Alright. So, last we left off, the party finally got to Mistral's hometown.
Zephyr Plains or
quote unquote hometown. Yeah, give me one moment. The exact Zephyr Fall. Before even getting to the town, we were introduced to one member of Mistral's family, the ever so daring Windrider Samira Celestine. They had a slight exchange of words, a slight family reunion, as it had been about two years since Mistral had been there. Okay, why did I lose connection almost immediately? What the fuck?
What the heck, Mike?
Anyways, continuing on to the village. Wait.
Huh?
I'm skipping over something.
On camera. It's taking bandwidth. Call.
We
talked to the family
it's
members,
not.
and then we continued on to the village.
No, Rusa joined last session.
Yo, yeah, that also did happen.
That's important.
Yeah, I guess that
Rusa
did happen,
came
huh?
back. I felt so off continuing on to Zephyr Fall without something. But yes, Rusa is back. Many happy tears were shed. There was a moment of tension as Rusa has something belonging to one of Flair's deep friends, and there was a moment of tension where didn't necessarily want to, but there's a possibility of Flair fighting if Rusa gave the wrong answer. But yes, Rusa's back. Reconnections were made, and we did make it to the town of Zephyr Fall once more, where we met with two more members of Mistral's family, Dima and their as of yet unnamed mother.
Did we give her a name in the moment though?
Momstrel.
Momstrel.
Oh,
what do you mean in moment?
Her name is Mrs. Straw.
That's Mama Celestine.
That's Mama Celestine. Anyways, but Mistral was welcomed back, albeit coldly, by Dima to his town, because there are bigger. No, I'm gonna say fish instead of birds here. We don't want to fry the birds. There's bigger fish to fry. A meteor has landed on one of Anamiki's outer nests on the plateau above, and it was stated by Samira that Anamiki showed up, saw it, and then flew off to the west. So that's a whole can of worms that will need to be explored at some point. And we ended the night with Dima and Mom Celestine, Mom Lestine, if you will.
Mom Lestine.
I will not.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have
refuse.
to. And the night comes. Oh, you also met with the Sultana. Also
And
important.
Sylph.
Sultana and Sylph, also important characters in this story. I'm just bad at remembering things as I'm recounting them because I do not take notes as a DM.
Oh, that's wild.
You got all that shit up in your noggin, Mike?
A lot of it's in my noggin.
Hell yeah.
Some of it's in other places.
But it's definitely a body part for sure.
Other people's noggins. Your feet.
Your feet.
Right.
My pinky.
Yes.
But I would say we are going to begin the next morning, but I believe there is a conversation that needs to happen before morning comes.
Oh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If
Is this before or after Ariel arrives very late?
Oh, she is still not arrived yet.
Okay, because I remember she arrives in the middle of the night.
Yeah, she arrives in the middle of the night. It's not quite night to be in the middle of. It's like evening.
That's a good
But,
song.
okay.
All right,
Thanks.
but yeah,
Close
I
to
have set the
sunset.
scene, so go ahead.
Yeah, so post sunset.
Mm-hmm.
End of dusk.
Pre-moonrise.
Moonrise. Now I'm getting stage fright.
You can turn off the camera if you want to.
I'll turn off the camera.
No! Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Okay. Okay, so.
Oh.
What are you doing?
We don't get the privilege of seeing your face anymore?
No.
Ah.
And
I'm
I
just learned-
stage
Can't believe
fright.
it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think, Rusa finds Mistral's tent, wherever he is. Probably asks around a little bit, because she does not know this area at all.
They all point you in the same direction.
Perfect. Great.
North.
Northward.
Make it awkward. It's Doug's tower. No.
Actually, they don't all point in the same direction. They tell you the same thing. Downwind.
Downwind. She doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, that's why you have to
It's-
ask multiple people.
It's
You know what
Mistral.
downwind means, Rusa?
No.
It's the direction the wind is going.
It's in many directions, right?
So,
So, like,
well, like think about like downstream or down current.
yeah, but the wind is not a river. It
That's-
goes in so many directions,
Right,
depending
so
on the
direction
second.
the wind is currently going is downwind.
It's
It's
okay.
not, like,
it's
constant.
it's just it's a scale of 1 to 24 to the south.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh
Definitely.
my god.
She'll wander around for a little bit.
maybe the wind will take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Because it has a way of doing that.
Sure. But eventually she finds it, realizes that you can't knock on a tent, stands outside of it for a second.
You cast like prestidigitation or like minor illusion.
Oh yeah, thaumaturgy. Eventually, I think she just stares at her hands for a second and walks over the tent. It's like, Mistral, are you busy?
Roll. Rummage. Sound. Head flap opens. Mitchell's like poking his head out from underneath. Oh.
Hello, Rusalka. No. Would you like to come in?
Is that all right?
Yes, of course. All are welcome.
Okay.
Please. And he stands up straight, like pulls the tent flap back fully. Mama, Momlinstein and Dima are in there probably.
She looks very nervously at them and then bows very nervously at them.
Oh, that's not.
Okay. Oh no! What does that mean?
No,
7.
No,
That's how
I
many
was just,
vagina bones I have.
no, I was just trolling because Cow did not roll.
Oh, I see. Also, can you hear both of us well?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa!
You know what? I'll take it.
Cow wins. Oh no.
Please keep going.
Is it alright if we talk in private? I have something to discuss.
Of course. We can go elsewhere then.
Okay.
He turns to his mother and to Dima and say, I'll be back in a moment. Stands up, nods to you. Please, Rusalka, lead the way.
Okay. She doesn't know where to take him, but she'll maybe just go back to where she was sitting before, which is a rock in the grass. Overlooking something nice. Like, we're up in the mountains, right?
Mhm.
So maybe just like a really nice like overlook view, because she was watching the sunset when Flair came up to her.
Maybe Mistral knows a place.
Ooh.
That's a little private. Maybe he'll if Rusa seems like clearly out of sorts or not with a clear direction, he will sort of like take her hand and guide her towards like the edge of town.
Sure, town in quotes.
And finds like this sort of out of the way path that leads up the side of one of the cliff faces. And it's like a little narrow, but not so much that you'd find it dangerous, but a 5-minute walk to this little like clearing that kind of sits between two cliff walls. And there's a big like gnarled tree with its roots like clinging to the edge of the cliff, and the tree extends out over the edge. And it seems like there have been like wooden like steps or like foothold handhold sort of like secured to the trunk of the tree going up, almost like the elbow is connected to the edge of the cliff, and the goes out over is the forearm, and then the tree branches extending out is like the palm of a hand. And there's a little like space where at the nexus where all the tree branches meet that has like a little like a blanket or something strewn across it.
Very Breath of the Wild.
They're just like over the edge.
Okay.
And Mishra will kind of gesture and say, this is a place I would come to when I was a young boy.
Oh, it's beautiful. She like looks down. Very glad she's not afraid of heights.
It has quite the view, but most people do not travel here unless they have a reason. If you're looking for a private conversation, this is likely as private as it gets.
All right. It's nothing so serious. I just wanted to talk.
Well, there is no better place.
All right. She'll like carefully kind of like pick her way over the precarious space.
Yeah, he steps out and like the wind kind of picks up and his hair gets a little tousled and he like closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, enjoying like just being out into the like in hanging over the void.
Yeah. She lets him take the lead.
Yeah.
Definitely not so that she can stare at him a little bit.
And he'll get to the little like nook of the palm of the tree, and sit down on his knees and sort of like say, what's the samurai sitting pose called again?
Seiza.
Yeah, he'll sit in like Seiza position and face you.
Very formal.
He's a very formal boy.
He really is. Yeah, she'll follow him out there. She follows him out onto the not palm.
Like the
Yeah.
the little niche.
Yeah. Settles a little bit, across from him. How does she sit? I think maybe she doesn't take the same seating position.
Side saddle.
Side saddle. Maybe she just like finds just like a little like raised wooden bit, I guess, if there's like stuff carved out into
It's
the
a tree. Yeah, it's a living tree. It's like
Just find like a gnarled
bit of branch.
to sit on and like perch on a little bit, like knees up to the chest. How are you?
I am okay.
I just... This is your home.
Yes, it once was.
Is it not still?
I suppose it is still in a way, but it feels strange being here. I did not expect to ever return until my task was complete. But more important things have arose.
Yes. And it's all right for you to be here?
I should hope if the Sultana is all right with it, and my mother is all right with it, they would know best.
Yes, I suppose so. That's good. Is it nice to see them again?
It is. An unexpected indulgence I did not plan on having.
Yes. It is nice to see you in your element, I suppose, so to speak.
Well, I'm always in my element.
Yes, the wind is always blowing. That is true.
Yes. Are you okay?
Yes, mostly. A lot has happened. Quite. What I wanted to talk to you about, well, other than everything else, how much do you know about, memory enchantments? Things that alter or change or suppress? If anything.
Personally, I know very little. But perhaps you may speak to my sister Ariel, if she is ever to arrive. She is a prolific seer, so much so that she often confuses what is in the here and now for what is in the past and what is to come.
I see.
She is often late to things, or far too early. But she is, well, there is none more prolific than her, experienced than her in sorting out memories that are or aren't your own. And she has some gifts in the way of magic. Perhaps she could help you.
Perhaps. I hope so.
I've never been quite the magician myself. I just have my papers and the wind.
Yes. And your skills.
Yes, but those are quite mundane.
I wouldn't say so. There's something different about them.
Not supernatural, at least.
I suppose.
Honed and trained.
Yes. She's like, she can feel herself like trying to divert the topic, like constantly, and just like trying to bring it back.
Is that what you wanted to speak about, though? Your memories?
Oh, well,
I know it has been an issue for you on occasion.
yes. It has. And I always thought it... Well, there was a reason for it that was solved and fixed, but with lingering effects. That doesn't matter. But Flair came to talk to me just only about an hour ago at sunset. And he told me something that I could swear isn't true, but he showed me his memories themselves in some sort of thought strand. And it was true that he had seen it, but I didn't remember it that way.
What did he see, Rusalka?
Have you ever... What?
I find it funny you answer a question with a question.
I'm sorry, I'm very used to doing that.
It's all right.
It's just easier to... I'm not used to this sort of talking that isn't just, serving the person that I'm talking to. This feels selfish.
There is nothing so selfless as vulnerability and trusting those close to you with your secrets. If you hold everything close to the chest, nobody can ever know you. And I think that is truly selfish.
I never thought of it that way. Have you ever heard of Selkies in
Yes.
folklore?
Yes.
Have you ever met one?
I believe I have met one or two. Some of them have found their way into the Olevai people, the tribe of water.
Oh. I see.
Do you remember Levi?
Yes.
They are not a Selkie themselves, but they have known many.
I see.
Their father is the current leader of the Olevai. In fact, Levi took a particular notice of you. If I remember correctly. It seemed negative at the time, but he did regard you with some interest.
I don't remember. She takes out her little notebook where she writes literally everything that is slightly important.
Mm-hmm.
It's very thick and like stuck to the brim. It's like flips all the way almost to the end, where like their quest adventures have been. Oh yes, I did write that. Yes. Well, Flair told me that my mother is one. She's not dead. And
would that make you one as well?
I suppose, but I'm not.
How would you know?
Because I do not have a seal pelt. And
Well, isn't that part of the folklore? If you don't have your pelt, you don't appear as one.
yes, but if someone else owns it, then they own you, and I don't feel that particular draw to anyone. Thank goodness, I suppose.
Do you know who your father is?
No, I don't.
I'm not as familiar with information regarding Selkies or how they reproduce, but perhaps it's possible that your mother was one and you are not?
Perhaps. It just is strange that she never told me. And
Perhaps you don't remember.
that is the other thing. Trying makes my head hurt quite badly. Even now.
Yes, I think you should speak to my sister Ariel very much then. If there is some sort of blocker on your memory, maybe she could help to alleviate you of that obstacle.
Perhaps, yes. At some point.
You should not be denied your past.
I know. It just... That topic unearths some other things that I would rather not revisit with anyone else right now.
I understand.
Thank you.
Of course. I will say the opportunity to interact with my sisters may not arise for some time yet.
Yes, I would like to talk to them.
You should. And while we're here, think about it. About talking to Ariel.
Yes, I will.
It's quite hard to get her into a room.
All right.
And if you ever want to speak on these things, like I said, it is no burden.
Mostly, yes. No.
Mostly.
There are some things I think would just upset you more. That,
You think?
yes.
Now I'm doubly curious.
There's no need. The past is in memory, and sometimes not even that. I don't want to make things worse.
I'm not sure what you could do to make things worse, but I will trust your judgment.
Sometime. Just not right now.
Okay. We are dangling over quite the precipice.
Quite literally, yes.
Yeah. Is that all you wanted to speak about, Rusalka?
Immediately, yes. It's good to see you again.
Likewise. I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
It's all right.
I'm glad you did not need it.
As I said, the past is in the past. Best to focus forward.
For the most part, I agree. Or I'm trying to.
It really, there isn't much more to it than what I said before. It was a few weeks in a cell with a stranger who wasn't a stranger in the end. But
You knew them.
Flair did. I did not. I feel like I do now, though.
After the weeks in the cell?
Yes.
Yes, I believe there's a name for that sort of thing.
It doesn't come to mind. I'm not sure. Are you sure?
There's no place in this world called Stockholm.
I've never
You
heard
don't
of a
know that.
syndrome before.
You don't know that.
We don't know that. That's true. I don't want to give up looking for her. It is my fault that she is in the situation that she's in. And where she's going, we cannot allow her to stay there.
Agreed.
Gonna
Will you
fucking
have
call
my-
his island Stockholm now.
Whatever it needs to be done to save your acquaintance, I will be there to help if I can.
Thank you. And likewise, with your quests. I'm here.
Thank you.
Little bit pink, like, I feel like I'm on the spotlight now. Oh no.
It's just a playback pause.
Okay. Well, that is essentially it from my end.
Well, then meeting adjourned.
Yes.
Excellent work.
Hello.
Thank you. Oh no. Are
Uh,
you gone? Are we gone?
Hello.
that was in the game.
Oh, I see.
Oh, who said that?
Very familiar face to you. Comedically late as usual. Arya.
Is
Mother
she up
said you
here
were.
near the tree?
She's like wandering up towards the tree. Mistral.
Ari. Ari, up here. Over the edge.
Oh. Typical Mistral. Hello.
Hello, my dear sister. You are aware that the sun has set, yes?
She looks up at the sky. Oh, so it has.
Would you care to join us on the palm of the tree?
Why don't you come down here? Well, I would
How could I
not
say
want
no
to
to a
burden the
request?
tree, so.
Certainly. I'll stand and make my way down the tree so I can give her a big hug.
She definitely hugs you. I think she's like 2 heads shorter than you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sort of exchange this grid, I was told that a beautiful red-haired girl had brought you out here.
So she had, although I believe I was the one to lead the way. Ariel, this is my friend Rusalka.
Very
Rusalka.
red-faced. Gives her a nod.
Hello.
Hello.
She takes your hand in both of hers and like shakes it.
She's grinning up, trying to not be super embarrassed, but still very excited. Clearly excited to meet her.
It is so nice to meet you. My name is Ariel.
It is lovely to meet you, Ariel. Mistral has told me much of you.
Ariel looks at oh, okay, good. Well,
There's only good things to tell, Ariel.
she smiles and winks. But yes, hello. It's so good to see you back again, Mistral. I just wanted to extend my greetings. After getting here.
Do the others know you've arrived, or did you come straight here?
I went to Mother first.
Good.
Well, I entered the village and then Mother was there. She always seems to know when I'm going to arrive. Before I even do.
Well, the two of you work in similar circles. I'm sure if the wind is carrying you aloft, it has already told her where you'll be.
Yes. But what were you guys? Well, no, I shouldn't ask that. That's a bit rude.
I'm certain you could ask us questions, Ariel.
It's okay.
Okay.
You guys came out here for a bit of privacy. I'm sure you don't need to know that privacy by telling me what you were talking about.
Just about what's been going on for the past few weeks. Rusalka and I are recently reacquainted, so we've been catching each other up on our recent activities.
Reacquainted, you say? She has a grin on her face.
Yes, we were separated for a time, but she has found her way back to us.
That's good. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Is
Wind's
I
willing.
told you
she'll
had
stay
other
with-
companions.
Yes, they are back at the village.
Oh,
Likely found tents of their own. But I believe we intend to investigate Anamiki's nest on the morrow.
oh, well,
See
that's
how much
good.
damage has been done.
I think Adamiki's quite sad.
I would imagine. She has lost children. I think any mother would be upset.
Well, it's good to see you back in any case, brother.
Thank you. It's
Will you
very
be
nice to see you again.
will you be staying for the next revelry in a couple of weeks?
Oh, I'm not certain we'll still be here by then.
Oh, she
But
looks a bit sad. Those were always a bit more fun when you were around. The last two have been boring.
have the other Genasi been there?
Thanks. Levy's been gone from them too, but Igni showed up to the last one.
Mm. Well, perhaps the wind will allow for us to cross paths again. Hopefully, near and around Revelry. It would be nice to. Well, it would be nice to see everyone again. All of the tribes. But I
I
think you would know
mean,
better than I whether that will happen or not.
she smiles. The wind doesn't like to tell me the things I want to know, just the things I need to know.
Yes, as
But
nice
if
as
you
the
guys are
wind.
all done, we should get back to the village. Get you guys. She looks up at the sky, sleeping.
Yes, yes. I do believe rest is in order.
Of course.
You guys, go back. She asked about your past journeys.
Hmm.
Uh,
I think Mistral will like sort of subtly be like, "Oh, so Rusalka here is a worker of the arcane arts, you know.
oh,
She does
are
magic as
you?
well."
Well, I mean,
To
I'm
sort of
not
kickstart
really
that conversation.
arcane. I'm not arcane. I'm more, uh, like, I'm more primal.
Primal?
She is connected to nature and the gods thereof.
Oh, I see. Fascinating. I suppose that makes sense given all of your connection to the wind.
Yes. Although I am the
Unfortunately,
only
our
one who
brother
breathes
here
it.
is more connected than the rest of us.
For good or ill. Though it speaks to me far less than it does you.
She shrugs. The wind's been less chatty as of late.
Is that good or bad?
Who knows?
Perhaps it is just tired?
That would be bad.
Would it?
Wind can't be tired. We need wind.
I suppose that's true. Can be slow, though.
Yeah, but it can't be tired.
I see.
The
Being tired
semantic
would be
differences
bad.
matter to her a great deal, I believe.
This is good to know.
But
She takes out her little notebook and starts writing.
Mister, you wouldn't bring that up if you didn't have a purpose in it. You don't bring up anything unless you have a purpose. What's the purpose of that?
I merely wish to make the two of you more acquainted. Your magical practicing is something you have in common. I thought it might be a topic of conversation.
Yes, I would love to learn more about your magic. I heard there are um it has to do with time? I have never heard of that before
Hmm?
in any sort of personal magic. It sounds quite powerful.
Time? What have you
Insofar
been
as you
telling
are
her?
you are given visions of the past and future.
Oh,
That is time.
that's nothing. That's
Is it nothing?
it's nothing. Okay,
Ariel
it's
has
not
lived many
nothing.
lives,
It's
and
just
all of them bring her great information.
But anyways, how long have you been practicing magic? She's very clearly not wanting to talk about her visions at the current moment.
She sees this. She clocks this. Um, how long have we been in campaign so far?
Oh,
A couple months, right?
3 months?
yeah, like a quarter of a year.
Hmm. About 3 months now in total, though much more in the last few weeks. Um, than anything else.
Okay. What's the best spell you've ever cast?
Oh, best spell.
One time you made me move considerably fast.
Yes,
If
it did.
but for a moment.
Didn't you get stunned? Well,
Immediately.
there was a terrible fallback on that quite immediately.
Yes.
So, best is probably not the best word for that. But...
Well, which one do you think is the best?
Oh, I learned how to heal last night.
Huh.
She looks at you. Looks at Mistral. I thought you said she was arcane.
Yes, I did. This I was not
Healing
aware of.
lies outside of arcane. That's more primal and divine.
Yes, it is complicated. Um, it has to do with something new that I don't really understand yet, but is promising. She's like, how do I describe this?
Hey, I believe you.
It's something involving this. She like wiggles the earring a little bit.
Mm.
It's a long story.
She looks at looks at what you're gesturing to. I'm assuming it's the earring.
Yeah.
Hmm. Just give her a roll here.
Yeah, dude.
She studies it for a while, like sniffs it. It's a little shocking for her. Like she just so quickly invades your personal space.
She blushes.
Well, um, hmm.
Give her at least a little room, Ari.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I smelt this a little bit ago when I was in the village too.
Raven Flare. He has an earring similar.
It's it smells of so many things and yet nothing at the same time. That is deeply troubling.
Is it?
Just for me, who for no reason. Don't look into it too much.
All right. Of course.
But I mean, like I said, it smells like everything and nothing at the same time. So,
What does nothing smell like, sister?
have you ever? Well, of course you have, but a particularly day when the air is resting.
Yes. He he has like a shiver down his spine of like, oh yeah, that sounds awful. Sort of a, yes, I know those days well.
It's like those days when you smell that, you can almost immediately smell other things that enter your range, and it's
Hmm.
awful because you get the full blast of those things.
Right, nothing moving. Nothing fresh.
It really is bad when it happens here on the plains, and there's like a skunk that died recently.
Yes, that does sound quite horrid. Luckily for me, if the wind is not moving, I certainly am.
Well, lucky you.
You know, yes.
Well, I can certainly give you some pointers. If you need them, I guess.
Of course. Anything would
Um,
be helpful if you are willing and able to give it.
So my first lesson, or my first piece of advice is don't use this gift for every small injury. Sometimes you have to let nature take its course.
Why is that?
Because if people know that you will heal every small injury, they will come to you for every small injury.
I should like to be able to, but I understand why that is impractical.
Sometimes some a poultice and some cloth works much better for things such as small cuts and scrapes and splinters. You don't have to heal everything.
Have you ever heard the parable about the man and giving him a fish?
Um, no?
Well, as the story goes, if you give him a fish, he will be fed, but if you teach him to fish, he will be fed forever? Something along those lines.
Because he can
He can
catch
procure his own fish.
infinite fish.
Yes. Infinite fish glitch.
No, not infinite fish.
You don't want to overfish. That's very bad for the ecosystem,
Yes,
actually.
that is very true.
And I mean, if you take away the food of the things deeper in the sea, then those things are going to come up closer to the
Really, you
surface.
should only fish as much as you need.
Subsistence fishing.
Yes.
And
I
also, if you
understand the
fish
point
too
of
much,
it.
you're gonna make Susano mad, and I don't want to make Susano mad.
Well, we aren't going to be fishing any morai, I'm certain. And this is just a metaphor.
Oh
Although
no
I
no no
know.
no no no! I hope you're not fishing. Levy would be very upset with you.
Yes,
But
yes, Levy.
if you
Well,
take away
Levy's
all
always
of
a little upset with me.
he's just they're just shy.
Yes, that's why they berate me on a regular basis when we are in person.
You're his comfort person.
And I love to comfort them.
She waggles her eyebrows.
Mistral sighs.
I always said you guys would make a cute pair.
I I sister, I greatly appreciate that you do not use your gifts of foresight for ill. I'm sure that you've seen more than I'd like you to, though.
She just she just grins.
As
I've
I
seen
thought, we should really be
plenty.
getting back to town.
As you say, brother. You guys make your way back to town. Um, uh, Ariel sort of goes on ahead and goes into your the Celestine family tent. Leaves you guys alone for a bit.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to interact with them more tomorrow, but
Yes,
now you have seen all of my sisters.
they are lovely.
They are. In their own ways.
Yes. All very different.
Yes. But equal in their enjoyment of my pain.
As far as I have heard, that is common with siblings.
Yes. Yes. And I am the baby, so.
Ah, even more then. I suppose we should be getting rest.
Yes.
Thank you again for listening.
Of course. If ever you should need to speak of these things, I am ready and willing to hear. Do you have a tent?
Most likely, yes. I have not found it yet, though. I was busy.
I can find you one.
Thank you. She looks out around. There's a lot of them.
Eventually, you do find it. It is not like a. I think you've been given two of the larger tents to share amongst your group.
Hell yeah.
So I show you the way to one of our, the Reforged bands.
Party tents.
The band Reforged.
Mm-hmm.
The tents Reforged.
All right.
The tent's repitched.
The
Yes.
tents Repitched.
I was like, what is the word for putting up a tent? You got it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Say knows a lot about pitching tents.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
Oh dear.
It's because Say's learning about pitching tents.
Yeah.
Okay.
First time camping.
Hell yeah.
Don't
God,
worry,
you
I'm
should've
also
never been
confused.
camping.
Bro, I've been camping though since I was like 2, so
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
how many times have
Yes,
you been
Say
camping
does know a
while
lot about pitching tents.
while
How many
taking
times have I
tea, huh?
Count as camping.
They're talking about boners, Say.
yeah. Yeah, it took me a minute. Thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
Uh-huh. That's my job.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is Gabe the boater patrol?
Yes.
And I will gladly explain any weirdly sexual things that we talk
They're
about.
teaching everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when people say you learn when you're older, I'm the guy who teaches you when you're older.
Alright, Gabe, what's macro?
Macro is when somebody's into very large size difference, but only specifically their partner growing.
You know King Kong?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not
Yeah.
personally.
Oh, I know him personally.
It's a great
Oh.
example.
I know
of
him
that.
biblically.
King Kong is Conky Dong.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Yes.
Oh
So
my god.
what's the split here? Like, who is in? Is it just kind of like?
alright, so Rusa, I think you have two options: the normal tent and the webbed up tent.
Is that
Doug
the
has his
Yelsey
tower.
tent?
Fuck you all.
Yeah.
There,
That's
I
real.
was about to say there is also a castle, isn't there, or whatever the fuck it is?
Hey,
The wizard tower. The
wizard
two-story
tower
wizard
with
tower.
a bunch of
Can you just
webs
summon
on
a
it.
2-story
Don't worry
wizard
about it.
tower?
Yes, it's not about the size of the tower, it's what you put inside it.
Oh my god.
That's a bunch of
What is it? A
Alright.
creatures.
magnificent mansion or? That's a
No,
hard
it's
one.
let me
It's
get the
baby
spell.
version. Well, sorry, it's teenage version.
It's a
The
bachelor
dome is
pad, is
baby
what it
version.
is.
It's a pad for sure. I
There
don't
you
know
go.
about bachelor.
Galder's Tower. Ooh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Love-
Dr. Worm isn't married. He's a bachelor.
Yeah.
I don't think he identifies as a bachelor.
What is Fayez?
A
Tired.
problem.
Man of science.
Did you just
Problem?
tired?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess Rusa tends to gravitate towards Yelsey. So if there is signs of Yelsey, she will go towards them.
So Mr. Wolf.
Would Yelsey be with Doug in his tower, or would Yelsey have her own tent, though?
That is a good question.
Yelsey would in fact be in the tower.
Oh hell yeah.
So
All
there's
right, there's not actually a webbed up tent.
so there's two tents and a webbed up tower.
All right, she's gonna
No,
just choose a tent
it's not
then.
webbed. She's human. She wouldn't web it.
Look, I gave you the opportunity, and you said you're going to be in the tower.
Yeah, she's in the tower.
You can web up my tower if you want. I don't care.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, saucy.
Wow. That's the do not disturb sign.
I
Mm,
forgot.
I know.
It's too. It's
That-
we took up too much time anyway.
It's over.
I think she still does want to ask about that.
No, you can talk about it. It's fine.
It could be that her talk with Sophia happens tonight
Yeah.
Okay,
because
hold
there's
on.
tent time.
Tent
So yeah, maybe
time.
she's in the tent with Sophia, and they have their little chat.
We have our little conversation. You hear about how Sophia not accidentally used magic on Mistral and did accidentally try to sleep with Kong.
No, she purposely tried to sleep with Cog, but it was accidental. There was nothing accidental about it.
No, the accident
And
was
then
not
purposefully-
not realizing Cog's proclivities. There
And
was
then
there
purposefully use magic on guards.
yeah.
And then Russo was like, you know what? that's pretty rough, buddy. But it's good to know that you made mistakes, because then you can correct them later, and your friends are here to help you do that.
Yeah, we can finish our text RP later. I think
Yeah.
the important catching up was done.
Yes.
The rest of it is other things.
Yeah, it's pretty like outside of time. We can finish it retroactively.
All right. So the next morning greets you.
Hello, world.
Hello.
So what time does everyone wake up? Because I don't think anyone actually comes to get you.
Early.
Yelsey is up at dawn, but does not get out.
Not that early, but still early.
Doug is up. He's animating his dead. Actually, I think he's only doing 2 of them because I'm just gonna use a 4th level spell, so it'll be the zombie and one of the skeletons.
Okay.
His boy band.
Yeah.
Doesn't Animate Dead target like 3 guys though? If you're
Is it 3? I thought it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay, then he'll do all of them because I think
And
he
I
has
think
2 skeletons.
How many
Emma,
wizard levels do you have, Fab?
An amount.
8.
I think at 6th level necromancy wizard, you get to target more guys with Animate Dead,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
and they're
One of-
stronger. They have like better attack and health.
Emma or Riley, could you hit the replay or find another tune? You guys are apparently hosting because I lost connection for 5 seconds.
Huh.
Oh,
That was a very long 5 seconds, don't you know?
It must be a necromancy
Thanks.
wizard thing. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll look at it. Undead. Yeah. Okay. Undead thralls. Yeah. Cast animate dead. You target 1 additional. Okay, so all 3 of them. I think the zombie gets his coat with the with a hood up, so it's less obvious because he's like, that one looks weirder. When you see a skeleton moving, you expect that. When you see a guy, it looks kind of stiff. That's weird.
Yeah.
Are you using the bones that Mistral so bravely went out to get for you?
No, this is regular skeletons. He's still cooking with those.
I see.
Okay, no one has approached Mike about custom undead.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, there's other Animate Dead spells that aren't just humanoids. We can you figure it out.
Anime
As
dead.
as I said, no one has approached Mike about custom undead.
Yet.
Yeah,
We shall.
hopefully you will. I love talking
Like, I
about
want a
D&D.
bar guest.
Like, as Mistral or as Valentina?
Bull. Nah, that was just a joke.
All right.
You want a bar guest? I hope you've got your liquor license.
Liquor license? I hardly know her license.
Oh my god. Morning greets you. You all sort of come together. I think in the neighborhood of past it's in the neighborhood of like pre-brunch. There is a small window where between breakfast and brunch. And Ariel comes to see the rest of you. Oh guys, there's breakfast. We eat in the big tent. But it's also almost lunchtime. They eat early, they go to bed early.
Yelthy has been giving Doug puppy dog eyes in the background the whole time. She hasn't said anything, but she's definitely like please.
I'm hearing Cal
My stomach. Yeah. Fab.
Oh, Fab's not there right now. She said BRB.
Huh. Question about how this family does things. Are they fussy?
Not at all.
Not at
Except
all.
Dima is.
Okay.
Dima's a stick in the mud.
Oh, okay.
Dima is
That's
very
Cognition's
cold
people.
and serious and very rules follower.
Samira calls her a stick in the mud.
That's funny.
And then I think Dima will probably Samira calls her a stick in the mud. Dima either says some like really like horrible insulting thing that feels like it's normal but actually is very horrible and insulting, or just says nothing, takes it on the chin, and then like just looks a little upset.
Damn.
And it depends on the day which one. There's definitely a harsh rivalry between Dima and Samira. Because Samira, at a very young age, became a Wind Rider through like luck, kind of, and got a position of power very early on. And Dima has like worked her whole life to deserve and attain a position of power. And so I feel like there's like some like enmity or like envy, jealousy between like their relationship is a little strained.
But in the end, they are siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's everyone doing in the morning? Besides Yeltsin looking at Doug, who is ignoring her.
Well, if people don't appear to want to socialize, then Cognition's probably out, like, drawing and recording some of the local flora.
Mm.
Maybe
There's
pressing
also
a
the
few samples.
parrot Smith that folks wanted to talk to
Oh.
about the copper, like Wind Rider suits. I think.
Yeah, Sophia wanted to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think when we how early does Yelsi get up, Kyle?
Early, but she doesn't get out of bed early.
Oh,
Yeah.
she stays in bed.
Okay. Sophia will go wake her up so they can make breakfast for everybody.
Aww.
Okay. Emma Riley, music.
It's playing for us.
Stop playing for me.
Oh no. Should we
Maybe
just
I need to-
like turn it off and then?
I'm rejoining.
Try turning it off and on again.
We try plugging it and plugging it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's working for me, I believe.
Okay. How do I?
If you go to the thingy and you see where it says on the playlist Emma is hosting, if you can just change that to either everyone or to Michael.
Yes. Where is? I've changed it to everyone.
Okay.
But then I also made Mike the host.
Everyone in the club getting tips.
Yeah.
All right. When we enter club, your family.
All right.
Just like Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you guys all grab Yelsi, and now Ariel's come to get you. It is between breakfast and lunches, or between breakfast and lunch, and lunch is almost starting.
Okay.
Hi, Fab sister.
Mm-hmm.
Rooster probably finds Sophia and Yelsi by way of following the smell of cooking food
Mm-hmm.
to help out.
We allow you to help us.
Yay.
We suppose.
She would like to be useful, please.
I guess you can go here.
So I think during this, Yelsi is actually very excited to show off the stockpile of meat in her smoker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
And she's going on about like, this would go really good with that one bread you made, and like if we put it with this and like she's occasionally explaining some of the herbs and spices that she used for preserving the meat.
Oh,
And
Bruce
she's
is
kind of,
quitting the wine.
yeah, she's just kind of going. She's going.
Hell yeah. She's like piping in a little bit with like, oh yes, that's so right, and then it can go with this and this. They're like yapping.
These would pair
Yeah.
excellently.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you hear Doug going, "Oh yeah, with this wine."
Doug's a wine guy.
Yeah, he's
Of
a wine
course he
hog.
is.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Old dead
who
fruit.
was whose
Full
charm?
dead fruit.
Whose pin had the wine?
That was Doug.
Mm,
No,
Doug
Oh,
had
Doug
Doug
has like
whiskey.
bourbon or something.
Yeah,
Mm.
No one's
I was
had
making
wine. I
fried
believe.
rice.
I thought someone had a thing of wine.
I had bao buns.
Doug had the
Was it
liquor,
Cleo?
and Sophia had coffee.
No, Cleo had bao
Um,
buns.
Yeah.
I'll go look at my pins right now.
I don't think anyone has wine. It was a
Mm-mm.
mixed drink and tea.
Yeah.
Ah, maybe that's what it was.
As I look at my pins.
Hey Mike.
Yo, what's good?
Everything. Now that I'm playing.
Hell
with this,
yeah. Aw, look at you.
Aw. So I was
Give you a
looking back at my
nuggie.
notes. Oh, you're gonna have to have longer arms to do that, buddy.
Yep, it's okay. Anyways, you're looking back at your notes.
Yeah, I'm looking back at my notes, and clear back in January, when we were rescuing Mistral,
Uh-huh.
I found a set
God,
of
that's-
scales with runes on them. Did we
Yep.
ever examine those at all?
I believe that was the Rakshasa's casting focus.
Ah, okay.
And
that had the symbol of elemental air on it.
yes.
Okay.
Cool.
You want to do something with that, or?
Well, if we hadn't taken a look at those, I was gonna do that now. But
I will say the prominent rune is elemental air. The other ones are just common like casting runes that you learned back at the academy
okay.
to help. Those runes don't mean anything, but to help the focus sort of direct your power.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure who has that set of scales. Also, is it like animal scales or like?
No,
Weighing
like a
scales.
scale, like a weighing scale.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So that's not really relevant at the moment. Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
Can't believe
anything's
he was a
relevant if you
Libra.
bring it up.
I'm actually am a Libra.
Yeah.
Speaking of things gotten back in January,
Oh.
hey Doug, why don't you give me another Arcana check
Oh.
I suppose.
as I go back and try and find. Oh, there it is.
It's an 11.
See, Yep. No, you still can't read that cipher.
I've been trying every so often and just.
Help from somebody.
He looks at you dum-dums and does not ask. No.
Jeez. Right.
No,
Obviously, you should ask Yelsey. Yelsey knows everything, don't you
Mhm.
know?
I think he's just, could I get some fresh eyes on this? I've been playing with this cipher for some time, and I think
Who are you saying this
someone,
to?
whoever can hear, he's saying this generally to whoever would want to pick up on that.
Damn.
Fuck.
Whoa!
I've rolled twice today, and they were both nat 20s.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, you look at this and you understand. You both understand it and you don't.
I just look at Doug like, why don't you know this?
You pick up very basic like terms. Pandora, woman, swan tattoo, long blue hair, very fierce. Detained.
Does I don't think they know what Mithra looks like.
If this is said in Rusalka's presence,
Hmm.
she knows who this is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't-
Can I trouble you to type that?
You
Doug
could.
like repeats it, and it's just like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I am just gonna give you what I clocked down.
Should be the camera on position.
It was supposed to be Doug's chance to shine with the 27 there, but Yossi rolled a nat 20. I'm giving it to her.
Oh. Oh. Wait, a swan tattoo? I thought it was a sword.
She has a swan. If I told you sword in the moment, I was mistaken. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. This whole time I've thought it was a sword. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's a me bad.
No, you're fine.
No,
I do
I'm
want you
not.
to know that Yelsey reads it very confidently out loud.
Hell yeah.
She's
Rooster
like,
thinks Yelsey's so cool for that.
she's got the like what is it? The runes up. She's like holding it up in the air. So I guess it's like at Doug's eye level, I guess. While she looks up at it and she just reads it out loud.
What is this? Some kind of spider text? Just,
I will say
It's early in the morning. I'm spider posting.
I will say if anyone's looking around, Sylph and Flare have a stormy look in their eyes. You mentioned. Yes.
Yeah, Russo looks at Flare. And then looks back at Yelsey. Oh, wait, I know who that is.
okay. Expand.
I can't get any larger.
No.
Oh, well, when I was imprisoned, she was the one who freed me. I believe she was Flare's party member, but she had no memories when they found her.
Then we should probably get this note to Cleo.
Yes.
I assume is
Certainly.
the one spearheading that.
I assume Felix is the same Felix.
Yeah.
Carmichael.
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 Carmichael's name is
Take
spooned
over.
throughout the group.
Jason Thunderburger.
Jason Thunderburger.
Tinkleberg.
Is that all the information for that, or from that, or would it be worth studying it further?
Not really.
Okay.
Do we know what Pandora is?
You can make a history check.
I'll make a history check.
I'll also
I
make
might
a
be good
history
at that.
check.
Yeah, go for it.
I like
You're,
I
the
don't think it's a
DC
jewelry store.
for okay, Fab beat it.
Okay.
Say you.
The DC you're looking for is 18.
I'm halfway there.
Pigeon on a chair.
You said
We still remember
history?
someplace exactly halfway to Pandora.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know shit about this, sadly.
Ooh, Sophia,
It
it's
is
right
on the
tip
tip of
your tongue.
Sophia's tongue.
Damn.
She's
And this is
thinking of a
less
jewelry store.
because you would know where it is, and more because you're religious to some degree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know that there is a. This is Sophia. It has something to do with Rosamund. You're not sure what.
Okay.
Doug, you're very familiar with this. You've been to Pandora before.
Oh,
At
I
the
think
Zephyr
I remember
incident.
this. What? Sorry?
You've been to Pandora before, very briefly, during the Zephyr incident.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Cognition.
Pandora.
Oh, go ahead, Fab.
Yeah. Oh, Pandora is another plane entirely. And so if she's there, it's not good. I believe the last place we accessed it was in Zephyr, which is not exactly a place we can go now. Different Zephyr, I should say, not this Zephyr.
Well, this is Zephyr Falls. Zephyr is an entirely different place, you say?
Yes.
Cognition, when
Yeah.
you hear other plane, this is something that you've picked up in your investigations into the forbidden section of the Academy's library. Pandora is one of the colloquial names for it is like a clandestine mirror of the country of Razenren. Like all manners of beasties, creatures of the night live in Pandora.
Yeah, it was rumored to have been made by the devil. Is it devils or demons? It's
Mike,
devils,
was it
right?
called
that are
that?
the business ones.
Was it called that when Kato was a person that I played?
Yes.
That was what it was called?
Yes.
Okay. Paintings. I know what this place is. Oh my god, are we gonna meet Kato? Can we go ask him for help?
Maybe. It depends on if you go to Razenren.
I know it's there and we don't want to be there, but we could go there, I guess.
I can concur that it's not a pleasant place to be. Interesting,
Well,
yes. Pleasant, no.
It sounds like it may be a
Doug
place we still
looks
want to go, regardless of if
at
it's pleasant or
cognition. Like, how did you learn about the double sacrament?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Mr. would
Interesting
like
that you
to
would
know. He's
know
a-
about that.
I'm the only weather boy here.
One picks up a few things reading. I'll leave it at that.
I suppose.
Flare comments. Yeah, Pandora Hydrus is really fun to go if you haven't already been. Really great party place.
Oh.
Kind of makes a face. You're just going there for fun?
Yeah. Where else are you gonna get the good drugs?
Now, what sort of parties? Because I get the impression it's sort of a primal place.
Well, I mean, you're indulging in your basest urges.
All right, that answers that question.
Oh, please don't act like you're above a little hedonism now and then, Cog.
I never said.
You implied.
Did I? Did I? He looks around.
You
I
did.
did not imply anything.
Mistral looks at you with a 21 insight check.
I don't believe they implied anything.
Smiles.
I feel like you doth
Thank you.
protest a little too aggressively, but it's off topic.
Mistral nods at Doug.
Why is everybody
So-
so mean to me?
Why is everyone so mean to me?
Instead of his ass out, it's just a tea kettle censoring it.
He's got his
like
back turned
Adam and
to
Eve
us.
painting of Cog, but instead of leaves, it's tea kettles.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's right.
Well, much as I'd love to go gallivanting after Mithra, our point of order currently is the investigation of the meteor fall.
Mm-hmm. That is why Cleo sent y'all over here.
Speaking of which, we should probably speak to Samira before we leave, just to make sure, one, that we are okay to ascend to the nests, that it's safe to, or as safe as it can be, and to get a better sense of where exactly we should be going. Maybe... No, I think there are too many of us. If Samira could enlist the help of other Wind Riders, perhaps we could get a ride on Sparky and the other Benesi.
Blair looks excited at the prospect of riding a Thunderbird. I guess another thing you guys can notice if you look around, the sword that you saw Flair pulled out of his chest is now on Sylph's back.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god, Sylph stole the Black Razor.
Yep, that's what happened.
Where
Yeah,
it was
that's
meant
definitely
to
what
be.
happened.
There. That is, Animiki is not a god.
Sorry, I don't remember much.
They are,
They're the guardian beast of
Yeah.
the Nasima people.
Oh, thank
I,
you.
I had a gas bubble come up and I had to mute real quick.
You good? Each of the tribes of revelry have a specific animal that is associated, that is like seen as divine and sacred, and there is like a large like alpha beast that reigns over all of them that is referred to as the guardian beast. And for the Nasima people, it is Animiki, the windstorm sovereign, and who is the giant mother thunderbird of all the other Benesi.
Okay.
Think, no, biological and like non-mechanic versions of the guardian beast in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
that's a good comparison.
And the Benesi are Thunderbirds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas in the same way where today we reference like the Marai, those are the sacred animals of the water, the Olivai, which are the water people, and they're like shark rays, shark manta rays.
The coolest fucking thing ever.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
me and Mike were cooking when we came up with that. And their Susano is their guardian beast, so he's like a giant fucking like big fat shark ray.
Hell yeah.
He's not fat, just big boned.
He's big boned. He's really,
There's
it's just like his
nothing wrong with
dad.
fat.
He got blubber. It's blubber. It's not
It
fat.
makes
It's
sense
blubber.
for an aquatic creature.
Yeah.
But yes,
Thank you.
no problem. But yeah, no one is in a real hurry to rush you guys. Though not a whole lot of like the standard people really know why you're here. That's sort of mainly saved for Mama Lestine.
Mama Lestine.
And
Okay, I don't
Mr.
like that
Sisters.
name said in that cadence though, because it sounds like the word molest is in there.
Yeah.
Just imagine you speak
Mom?
Spanish. It just means bothering. No
Mother
me,
Yeah, that's true.
Celestine.
no me molestas.
Mother
No me
Celestine.
molestas.
All right. But I do believe there's a point of order to visit the Aarakocra.
Okay.
I want to visit the Aarakocra.
Okay, take the reins.
Oh.
Where is this Aarakocra, Michael?
Make an investigation check.
Investigación. That's a 7.
It takes you a moment, and I think in the end, Mishra has to gently guide you guys where the very vague instructions of the Nasima people are leading a lot of you guys astray.
Is it a lot of wind-based directions?
Yes.
Either that, or I feel like Auran is a language that when you speak directionally, you reference north, south, east, and west, and so all people of the Nasima tribe always have like a sense of what is northwest, east, and south.
That's fair.
That tracks.
But eventually you do come to one of the more permanent buildings here. One of the original parts of the Windrider outpost at the base of the rise. This is sort of like a large wooden stone reinforced cabin with cobblestone flooring and walls, and a wooden roof with a clear like hatch
Mm-hmm.
out the front where there's smoke sort of pillowing out. Um, the door is opened and you hear the sound of like not like loud hammer clanging, but just sort of like light ball peen hammer, like those sort of like dink dink dinks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Entering, you see a very colorful uh, red and orange base colors mostly, with different sort of hued plumage going up the neck, and he has a long sort of curved, almost toucan-like bill, sharp eyes with blue sclera sort of looking at you guys.
Mhm.
The wind brings me our guests. And Mistral too! Hello!
Yes, hello.
Can't believe Mistral doesn't count as a guest. Hi, hello. It's very nice to meet
I
you.
live here.
What the
When did you last live here?
2 years ago.
Anyways, what can I do for you guys? My name is what name did we give him?
Eric Roca.
His name is
Huh?
Saltpeter.
Saltpeter.
Fuck off.
It just wasn't Polly.
Yeah, we were warned not to offer him a
wait.
cracker. I remember.
What if his name is Paul?
That's also very funny.
Salt Paul.
Salt Paul.
Never mind. I'm leaving.
Alright, bye.
I'm
I
going
win.
home.
I win.
Oh wait, I'm already home. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright. My name is Salt Paul. How can I help you?
Fuck off. Hello.
You're gonna take that, all right.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm Sophia. I apologize for barging in like this unannounced. I just saw the work that you had done with some of the filigree and copper lining on the riders' outfits, and I had to see who had done
the
such.
Wind Rider kit. You're interested? You're a metallurgist?
In a way, yes. I'm a blacksmith.
Oh. He looks at you. Forgive my staring, but do you happen to come from Under Mountain?
I do come from Under Mountain.
Ah, then it is such a pleasure to receive such a honored guest in my humble shop here. I'm sure this is nothing compared to the great lava forges of your home.
No, absolutely. This is all wonderful. The amount of fine detail work you put into this while it's still being entirely practical is just incredible.
Well, I thank you for the praise, but it does have to be incredibly practical for our riders, or else they have a bad time.
I understand.
But what would you wish to know?
I was just wondering what sort of additional capabilities isn't the word. I'm thinking of a word. Hold on.
Features?
Similar. What sort of attributes does adding this filigree add to the armor or the riding wear?
The copper that we use is mixed in with clay that is harvested by our Terran friends in the Luapele Valley, and it's able to absorb a large portion of the Benessi's shockwaves and redistribute it over the body to where the riders aren't immediately paralyzed upon mounting their chosen Benesi.
Interesting. So it adds a sort of grounding effect.
Yes, less. Well, it's a grounding effect dispersed over the entire, because you don't want to entirely have it grounded in one spot, in which case that would still electrocute the rider.
Right, of course.
But I would say it's shock absorbent. I'm
Michael,
actually.
May I add a detail?
Huh?
May I add a detail?
Yeah. Yes, please.
I feel like also, rather than like completely insulating the riders or preventing them from having the electricity from the Benesi interact with them at all, that like electric current that flows between rider and mount is vital towards the bond between a rider and mount, and helps inform like the intention of the rider and the intention of the mountain. Like there's almost like an electro like in the like their nervous systems connect almost.
It's Avatar.
It's very Avatar-esque, yes.
Lightning Avatar.
But if they didn't have this protective gear, the current that passes between the Benesi and the rider would be overwhelming or undirected, too concentrated in one area or another. Like the electricity would flow and it would sort of burn the rider out. And by wearing this protective gear, it like makes it a manageable amount while not severing or breaking the connection.
Gotcha.
I'm actually forging another kit. Seems by some of the other riders that there'll be a new rider soon.
Well, I don't know if I might be intruding and I might be assuming too much, but would there be an opportunity if you needed an extra pair of hands so I could help?
I'll never turn down a helping hand, but the forging will be happening in a few weeks once the Terran courier gets here with the clay. I had to put in a special order because typically we don't get these shipments between revelries.
Would you, Michael, allow me to turn dirt into clay with fabricate?
Yes, but it is a specific clay, and you have never been to the Luapele Valley.
Do they have a sample of it?
No, that is why he's waiting on the shipment.
They don't even have a small sample of it? What the fuck?
No, that's why he's waiting on the shipment.
How dare you?
Not even enough to run a limit?
Can't even get a core
How's
sample of
ignoring me?
this clay? What the fuck?
I heard it.
What if I cast Fireball and just kill everyone here? I don't have Fireball. It's a joke. Listen, sometimes you have intrusive thoughts, okay?
You should try it.
Man, what a funny joke. Ah!
Yeah.
Riley, I'm sorry. Am I dredging up bad memories for you? You have a history of playing with people who do things like that seriously. So,
For real?
Yes, that legitimately has happened to me.
That sucks.
Bro.
Yeah, well, since I can't make them the clay now, then I will just... A few weeks, okay. Is there any way... Would you be okay if I contacted you, say in a week or two, to see if I would be able to come back and help with this?
Of course.
She nods. And she, like, takes a look at him real closely and make sure to remember him so she can send to him later.
He just sort of nods and looks at Mistral. So, prodigal son of wind has returned.
Yes, not for long though. We're here to check up on the Benessi, see where the meteor landed. Contain any threats that may be there. I know they have warding stones already, but we'd like to take a closer look.
Well. Good to see you back regardless. It's been couple turns of the...
It's been 2 years, but it's good to be back, Paul. Thank you.
Can I help you with anything? Do you need anything before you climb the plateau?
I know you don't have any copper filigree remaining, but I wouldn't need it. But if the rest of my troop is going to be ascending, do you know of any way you could offer us some protection against the lightning and thunder? Anything we could wear?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, my charisma's -2, but I'll do my best.
If you want some help, I don't know if anybody.
Yeah, he has advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I got on my own computer so I could have my mic and everything, but I forgot to open the Roll20, so now I'm doing that.
You want me to give you guidance? Can I give him guidance, Michael?
Sure.
I guide thee. I ask Mistral
Thank
if I
you.
can guide thee, and then I guide him.
If you ask Mistral,
I
if you
do
can
ask
guide him,
first.
I think he will hold up a hand and say that won't be necessary. I'm just
Okay.
talking.
If he does not want me to cast magic on him, I will not.
You rolled an 8.
Listen, all I'm saying is maybe he should have taken that guidance.
Maybe he should have, but I'm doing some role play.
That's okay.
Fair enough.
Typically, you see he's thinking like really hard about it. I'm sorry, lad. I don't really have anything to give out to your troop.
It's perfectly all right. I was just wondering if you did, but if not, it is no worries. It's good to see you again.
Of course, Paul. Of course,
Your name is Paul.
Yes, my name is Paul.
Yes.
Salt Paul.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Why do they call you that? I don't think I ever asked as a young man.
He sort of shakes his head. It's a joke.
Is it?
I've just owned it.
I see. Are you all right with this joke?
It's fine. Sometimes the people you care about make jokes at your expense, and you have to realize that they're not doing it to hurt you. They're doing it to connect with you.
Paul, I understand. Trust me, I do.
Regardless, it is great to see you. I am sorry that I cannot help your troop, but I do wish you luck climbing the rise. I will say,
Thank you.
give you the advice, if you don't remember Mistral, stick to the rods on the way up and you'll be just fine.
Of course. I appreciate the advice. We'll do our best to remain safe.
Of course. Alright. May the wind guide you.
Thank you. Wind
Well,
guide
I
you.
mean, he nods. He goes back to the nailing like studs into like the leather base frame of the armor.
Hey, yo, he's nailing studs.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, let's go, Salt
Mistral's
Paul.
next if he wants to.
I mean, listen,
Watch it.
Mistral. How do Cloaca violence?
What? All right.
Listen, Mistral has 7
What a-
vagina bones.
what
up
a
there to support
sentence.
his
What-
cloaca.
What a sentence! Cloaca on cloaca violence. I love.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
Dungeons and
scissoring, but
Dragons.
without the vagina.
It's extra
Uh,
vagina, actually.
Yeah. It's vagina plus. It's vagina
is.
premium.
It's vagina.
Anyways, leaving the blacksmith.
Michael, do you need me to explain what a cloaca is to you?
No, shut up.
Gabe is happy to do that.
I'll do it.
I know what a cloaca is.
I've read Homestuck. That's all I'm saying.
I thought that was
not.
nooks and crannies or whatever.
No, there's a character who turns into a bird too. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
How could you forget about Dave Sprite? What the fuck?
I
It's
think it's
Dave,
less
okay.
forgot, more repressed. if you
Yeah,
know.
fair enough.
Right. Leaving the blacksmith.
Poor Mike.
Do you want to do any other preparations before you ascend to the next plateau, to the first part of Animiki's Rise?
I think Riz is gonna prepare some spells.
Hell yeah.
I should also prepare some spells. Are we expecting to have a fight at all?
We don't know what we're gonna encounter, so maybe.
This is
I prepare for a fight.
This
Claire
is asking in
says.
person, yeah. Or in
Are we
Out of
getting enough
character.
birds for my undead, or because this
Huh?
will be an issue?
What was that?
We have to transport my undead there, so if we're going via bird, I'm just saying we will need some extra bird.
Do we have a bag of holding?
I do.
Okay.
Problem solved.
We
Are they-
also
Just
have.
stick a whole
Are-
guy in there.
are they
don't have the
skelly?
Riz.
Are they skeletons or zombies?
One of them's a zombie, 2 of them are skeletons.
I think if just one of them is a zombie, there's probably enough room in there for everything, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep
Fab,
Revivify.
make an Arcana check.
8 plus 5.
26.
There is a particular reason, now that you think about it, that Selavi sent them in the boxes that he sent them in. The boxes can be shrunk and enlarged at will.
Hold on, I have to walk back to my wizard tower. And then I shrink I make them go into the boxes. And then I shrink the boxes. And I stick the boxes into my pockets. And now I'm like, okay, never mind, we're good.
Excellent news.
I think in the time that God, what's your Doug?
I have fucking Pokemon now.
Yeah, you get to play
Anyways,
the RTS
continue.
now.
In the time Doug takes to get their Pokeboxes out.
Mm-hmm.
Mistral, you are able to find Samira sort of just like on patrol on foot on the sort of outskirts of the village.
Mm-hmm. Samira, if I might have a moment.
She looks up. Oh, hey there, little Spark.
Are you referring to me or your bird?
Oh, I can't call Sparky little Spark. He's big. He's bigger than me.
He is quite large, yes.
What's up?
Have you surveyed the area where the meteor fell? Is there any information you can give us on it? And if it isn't too much trouble, would it be possible for you and Spark to transport some of us there?
She holds up. She mentally parses what you said, and then holds up a finger. One, I have. It is one of my jobs as a wind rider to safeguard the nest, as you know.
Yes.
My fellow wind riders have the area contained, but as of the current moment, there have been these small bug-like creatures that have crawled out of the crevice. They have not been much. We were able to dispatch them, but They were emerging from the crater.
Hmm.
We were able to take them out with our bows. I think
Right.
one of them is being hauled down the slopes. One of them with purple crystals in them.
Purple crystals. Yes, I believe those are contagious.
Well, we are being utmost cautious in delivering this to to Mom
Good.
to study them.
Hmm.
Um, um, there seems to be a natural pathway carved by the rock as it uh, burrowed into the plateau. Getting down there is no problem. I would just advise being able to fight in tight corridors. I haven't been that down into the crater as much as I want to go.
Mhm.
Dima's a bit of a spoil sport like that.
Yes, she is. Very cautious. How much vertical room would you say there are in these tight corridors?
Like I said, I haven't been down there, but I wouldn't expect too high ceilings, brother.
So tight,
They
low
look like
seat.
burrowers.
Hmm. This is unfortunate for my style of fighting, but I suppose I'll endeavor to do my best. I'll
The
inform
wind
my team
is,
of what
as
to expect.
always, adaptable.
Yes. And blows much stronger in small spaces.
She wiggles her eyebrows.
Yeah, alright.
That was not meant to. Okay. I'll inform my friends of what to expect. Thank you.
Of course, and um, I know the companion, the one that was with the Sultana, and the handsome one, the one by the handsome one, was going to offer you a bit of uh protection. There is something in the air, but I think if you have her protection, it's fine. We Wind Riders can naturally resist airborne things, but not everyone has a creature that can oxidize the very air.
Yes. No, not all of us are so lucky.
Yeah,
I will
well,
I will
as
speak with the handsome one, I suppose.
as some of the younger ones say, skill issue.
Is that a skill issue though, or is it
I don't know. It sounded cool.
that's fair? But by the handsome one you mean the the the, the dark elf, yes?
Yes, the handsome one.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm. We usually have different tastes.
Do you not think he's handsome?
No, I do, which is why I wanted to confirm.
She smirks. All right. I will. You see, she lets out a whistle. I'll check with another rider. They should be coming down, and maybe they can. Between the two of us, we can get your friends to at least higher starting point.
Yes, that would be most
Don't
appreciated.
want
Thank you.
to keep them too close to the Thunderbirds for too long.
Of course.
All right. And as as the whistle sounds out, there's just a gust of wind, and you smell ozone as Sparky lands. She hops up, uh, and so does a two-finger salute as she flies towards the plateau.
I wave.
All
Big
right.
smile. There's my sister.
Yeah. All right. So you can return to the group.
Yeah. I let them know what I was just told.
Cool.
All right.
Mhm.
So you do. Um, Do you ask this to Mistral when he comes back?
Ask what?
What you typed out?
Oh, yeah, sure. Um, we could do that now. So when Mistral comes back, Cognition has his notes open, and he kind of waves him over. Mistral, if you have a moment.
Yes, of course. What is it?
Yes. Well, I've been curious about what we might encounter in the nest going up. Is there any word as to whether Anamiki had eggs or anything it was guarding in the nest that it might be defensive of, or
Normally,
I mean, I
the
suppose it's
Benesi
gone.
flock will guard the nest, but Anamiki has left the area for now. I believe the
Right.
eggs that were in the nest affected were broken.
Ah, I see.
I was told that we are to expect some kind of large bug creatures. Um,
Right.
they have been embedded with purple crystal shards, similar to the ones we saw in Whitefall.
Oh dear. All right. That's good to know. And one more thing. Perhaps it's insensitive to ask, but
Please ask away, Mr. Mariner.
if there were remnants of eggs, or the creatures that were growing inside of them, would it be disrespectful to study them?
Yes,
Or should I-
extremely.
Okay. Right, I understand.
If
Then
there are
I
any
shall leave that.
remains to be recovered, I am certain we will have a funeral and bury them.
Understood. Glad I asked.
I love Cog.
I mean no offense in the sternness of my answer, but
No,
no, it would
that's
not.
why I asked.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I the last thing I want to do is offend your family while I'm here, so.
Thank you.
Or you, of
No,
course.
of course. No, I should hope that we won't find any remains, but if we do, we will collect them and bring them back.
Understood. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
Of course. Are you? Well, I'm certain you're interested to learn about the things here. I have seen you taking notes.
Yeah, I'm quite curious actually, but I actually want to know about the medicinal qualities of the flora around here. Who might I ask about that?
I see. Perhaps my mother would be best, or maybe one of the local apothecaries.
Wonderful. Grand idea.
Yes, I was always under the impression you studied the humanoid form. Are you also interested in beasts and monsters?
Yes, anything, really. There's obviously there's differences between all beings, but many things are similar between us. Skeletal systems, nervous systems. I did want to ask about the your what do you call them? Your mounts.
The Benesi.
How? Yes, exactly. How exactly does their nervous system survive all of the lightning going through it?
That's a good question. I don't know the science behind it necessarily, but
I think
they
it's quite
are.
interesting.
I agree. They are gifted with magic. The lightning they produce is, I believe, the source of it is their feathers. Um, much
Right.
like
It's
how a
what
cloud will. Hmm?
Please continue.
Oh, of course. Much like how a cloud will build up energy in it. Um, I believe by the bits of the clouds rubbing together. I don't know how it works necessarily, but their feathers function in a similar way.
The friction does it then.
Yes, they build up a charge of some kind,
I
and
see.
they have the ability to direct that charge. Their nervous system interacts with it. They can command that at will, but I believe that the
If I
majority
may.
of that energy is built up and produced through friction. Yes.
I believe the Benesi would have a flight organ connected to their feathers. That
What?
while it is the source for the feather, like it secretes the oils for the like that covers the feathers to help make them immune to lightning. Um,
God wants to
so
get some of that.
so technically, while they are harvestable, you are talking to one of the people whose guardian beast these are.
I see.
Yeah, these. So as Mitchell was describing them, he's like speaking about them like in reverence and like with great respect. These animals are like sacred to the people, to his people.
Cognition's trying not to look too hungry for knowledge on this front
Yeah.
because they're really interesting creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps
Yeah.
has anyone perhaps in your culture, respectfully, of course, done studies or written books, or is there any sort of text as to how these creatures?
No,
Excuse
our
me.
people tend to pass down tradition and knowledge through word of mouth.
I
I don't
see.
believe much of our culture is unwritten.
Is it something that what am I trying to say here? Would they rather it remained unwritten, or perhaps
Well,
somebody could help record?
it has certainly been a boon that most of the world is unaware of our presence or believes us to be stories or myths.
See.
I am of the impression that if knowledge of the Benesi were to become widespread, individuals who had less than good intentions may come with the intent to hunt or harvest them. They have many valuable
Unfortunately,
parts
yes.
that have many practical applications, but the Nasima people have a partnership with the Benesi. We are their equals, and they grant us the gift of riding upon them and making use of the gifts they have to give.
Equals.
If such a thing were to be taken, it would be. It's unmentionable.
I see. And
I
what do you
will
grant
add.
them? Sorry, go ahead.
I will add. A lot of the riders have arrows with Benesi plumage, the smaller like molting feathers.
Mm-hmm.
But
As they
again,
fly through
these
the
are
air, they
these
like
are
build
yeah
charge.
yeah. But again, these are granted. They are not plucked from the Benesi.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
So Mitchell's basically saying like he would be worried that if information was written down and widespread, that like every fucking poacher in the world would come here for them.
Oh, totally. They probably would too.
Mm-hmm.
Cognition accepts that he's not happy with it, but he'll accept that. He doesn't want to rock the boat too much. He wants to know these creatures inside and out, but
Well,
since
perhaps you
they're
should try to bond
sacred.
with one.
Excuse me?
Well, that would mark you as a wind rider. You'd have to join the ranks, but if you were to bond with one, such a bond is for life.
He's breathing really fast.
Sorry, is there something about commitment that you are uncomfortable with?
What? I think players nearby just sort of like snarks.
I merely jest.
Oh, thank God.
Well, about the commitment issues, I don't know you well enough yet to know if you have those.
I thought you were just very insightful.
I see I have hit my mark. I shan't mention it again.
He shoots a dirty look over to Flair. It's fine. While I am extremely curious about these animals, I understand it would require an altered course of my life entirely were I to attempt a bond, and so perhaps.
Oh no, that would be horrible.
I understand that your curiosity is a respectful one. Feel free to ask any of the Wind Riders you meet what their experience is like. Many of them have. Many of them love to speak about their bonds. It's supposed to be something quite unique.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. To share a heartbeat with another creature is. It's a unique experience. You should speak with my sister. She describes it perfectly.
Which sister?
The one
You
who
have
is the
two,
Wind
right?
Rider. I have three.
You
Oh,
have
you may
three.
not have met the other. Ariel arrived late last night. She tends to do that.
Ah, I see. Perhaps I
But-
shall seek her out.
You should. She may be giving us a ride up the mountain.
Perfect. Do
Anything-
let me know if I'm disrespectful. I do not wish to be in any manner.
Of course. You have not been disrespectful yet. There's nothing wrong with curiosity. So long as
Let's
there
do
is good
that.
intent behind it.
Always, always. You can be sure of that.
Can I roll an insight check real quick?
Sure, if you want.
I do. I think Mistral wasn't super worried about it, but now that Cog has said, "I hope I'm not offending you," like I'm really mean well, like so many times, which is like I'm just gonna like think about this a little harder
He's
for a
just
second. And be like,
anxious, dude.
yeah,
He's
but
just
Mistral doesn't
anxious.
know that.
Okay.
Mistral's like, okay, he's like really on the like, I swear nothing's going on, and usually when people are like that, there's something going on. So I'm just gonna like look into this one little bit deeper.
All right, Cog, I want you to give me a base charisma check and then privately add either deception or persuasion. Your choice. Don't say it aloud.
Base charisma check.
And then
Or roll yeah.
and then add 3 if you're proficient in either of those skills, but do not mention what it is.
Okay. I'm sorry, you said it was either
Perception or not
Persuasion
perception.
or deception.
Persuasion or deception.
or
Do not say
deception.
which one.
Okay. That's a 22.
Ah,
So,
I
I
got a
mean-
23.
Riley beats it.
All right. So first of all, which skill were you doing?
Persuasion?
Okay.
I'm not
Cog-
trying to deceive anybody here.
Cog just seems anxious and over-explaining, Mistral.
Yeah.
Yep. Mistral just sort of nods to himself in while having the conversation. Gives Cog a little smile. As like almost like I almost like he's enjoying the fact that Cog is so curious about what Mistral views as, oh, he's very curious about my culture. That's very sweet. I love to speak about the things important to my people. Even
Nice.
though from Cog's perspective it might be like, this animal is biologically fascinating.
Yeah. He's maybe not using the proper language around it, but he's trying.
And Mistral understands.
Cool.
Anything else we want to do before the Benessi arrive? Any conversations that need to be had? Speak
Not
now,
that I
forever
can
hold your
think
peace.
of. I think is this like us heading up and potentially having fights like soon?
My
Ish?
goal is
Like,
to at least get into the hole.
I mean, like in terms of in universe time.
In universe time, yes.
Okay. Roos was gonna cast aid.
Ooh. On how many people? What level?
Let me see. She wants to use her new things.
Oh, I should probably cast Death Ward on somebody.
Mm.
Who doesn't want to
let's see.
die?
Most
Good question.
There's
The answer is
this.
E, all of the above.
Yikes,
Yeah.
Emma.
No, I mean, like that's a wild question because we are, seemingly all trying to live.
That's true. What's everybody's AC? That's my question.
Okay.
14.
14,
20.
20.
16.
Damn.
16.
Damn, Cog, 20?
Yeah. What have I got?
Oh, yeah.
I had something.
Mistral's 18. What's Yelsey's AC? Cal.
17?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on
My sheet's not loading. I gotta do the thing.
On Rusa.
Okay.
I
Thank
think
you.
Doug is gonna pull Rusa aside real quick. It's just like, let me cast this on you. I meant to do this. Well, I should have done this earlier, but I did not. And he's gonna cast the Soul's Magic Aura.
What is it?
Whoa.
Ooh.
It blocks divination spells.
Cool.
I thought one of the components was a small square of milk. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nope, it's component now.
That's kind of fun. I think if it's okay for me to interrupt your
Yeah.
spell exposition, I think while Doug was doing necromancy stuff, Yelsey was probably making Rusa's bracelet.
Mhm.
Aw.
And then Doug probably goes like, "Wait a second, give me some of that silk. Can you make me a square?" And
Okay.
Yeah, something they've kind of worked on together. Let's see. A mask, you change the way the target appears with spells, magical effects that detect creature types. Okay. Hold on, let me use it. You cast a spell following effects that last for the duration. You cast a spell on the same creature for every day of 30 days, whatever.
All divination spells?
You place an illusion on a creature or object you touch. So the false
As
information.
soon as this takes effect, who has a spell stone?
I do.
Cleo.
I think Sophia has it, right?
Oh, wait. This would actually be much funnier. Rusa, as soon as this magic takes effect, you get a call from Cleo.
Oh,
That's funny.
She like tries to remember how to work the thing. Hello, Cleo.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh,
What? Is everything all right?
the ward I had placed on you before you had left to make sure I knew where you were had suddenly malfunctioned, and I was worried that you would.
Oh,
Doug looks a
no,
little
that's all right.
smug.
It was Doug. The doctor. He has placed a spell that blocks divination.
Oh, okay.
Just to be safe.
Oh,
It's all right.
We have her. She'll be fine. We can have her call you every day.
No, it's as long as she's with you, that is fine.
Yes.
It was a precautionary measure, and
No need to
goodbye.
fret.
She hangs up immediately.
She's like sitting with her desk with her head in her hands, embarrassed.
yeah.
Aw. Well, I didn't mean to worry Cleo. I just, Carmichael seems to be working with some very powerful mages of some manner. I wanted to, if you're a person of interest, not to mention we have several demon lords after you, so I felt it could be useful.
She looks up at Doug. Definitely, there's like a flicker of something across her face at Carmichael's name in particular, and then the demon lord things also is like there's like a
she's like, I
sheepish,
forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, bud. Maybe you shouldn't mention that. I can get that covered. I can talk to my brothers.
Certainly.
But is it okay if I hug you?
Oh.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of awkward. Yes, that would be acceptable.
I thought you said, yes, I mind. Do not touch me.
Hands off me.
Honestly. Rusa gives him a hug.
It's very stiff.
That's okay.
Whoa.
It's like the
hell yeah, Doug.
The like rigid, god damn it, the rigid hand comes out to give like the pat on the back.
Yeah, it does.
He's not very good at like affection.
It's
okay.
it's one of my favorite moments from Gravity Falls is when the siblings hug and they just say pat pat and pat each other on the back. That's Doug. Pat's pat.
That's very vibes.
Pat, pat.
Thank you for looking out for me.
Of course, it was very difficult to see you go, and I couldn't do anything, so this is something I can do.
Care.
I never said I didn't.
You're a bit stoic. It's hard to tell sometimes, but I appreciate
My
it.
apologies.
That's all right. She is going to. Yeah, she's going to cast aid on. How many people are we?
As a group, I think we're 6, right? Yeah, we're 6.
We're 6. Okay, so then
plus
it'll
Flair
be-
is 7.
Flair has made it known that while he will accompany you up, he's not going down with you.
Yeah,
Well,
so
don't
it's gonna
go
be
down
third
with us?
level.
Oh no!
Damn.
Hey,
I
yo!
mean, that's an entirely different subject matter and open to discussion, but
Gabe, lock in. Stop looking at porn.
Nice.
I'm locked in. I've literally cast the spell already on Rusa, okay?
If Gabe were looking at porn, we'd see it on stream. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't have multiple devices or anything like that. What are you talking about?
Fucking got his ass last night, though.
Yeah.
I've personally
Oh,
seen
sorry.
Gabe doing like things on 4 different devices at once.
Say
The
once
ADHD.
watch 2 videos at the same time and then start up a third while playing a video game.
And I said,
Jesus
enough.
Christ.
Mandarin
That's a little
Bible.
too much.
It was like, okay, come on. Hold on. I didn't even realize.
That's a bit
doing
much.
it. It was so funny.
It was good.
I hugged Rusa to give her the death ward, by the way.
Aww.
Aw.
Tight squeeze.
Michael, anything from my parents this morning, by the way?
You know what? Nothing from your parents this morning.
Okay.
Kaz,
I
you can read your
assume
DMs.
that's like regular answer, right? Not no answer.
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah,
just making
regular. I don't know if Cow's there.
I'm here.
Can you
Hi,
read your
Cow.
DMs?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. I understand.
Flair looks around. All right, you guys ready? Go up.
Yes.
All right.
Let us go.
Let's get this done.
Time to go to work.
Let's get
Time to
this
make the
bread.
donuts.
Where we dropping, fellas? Are we going to Loot Lake?
Yeah.
I prefer Twisted Towers.
Oh, I understand.
I want you both to take 2d10 psychic damage.
Okay, that's fair.
No, you.
Oh my god.
3d10.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I
You know what? You can take the 10. I'm feeling nice.
10 psychic damage. Why do I have temporary hit points? I don't think I still have those.
Probably not.
Did Rusa say who she's casting aid on?
No.
Everyone,
Everyone. You're casting. That's a high level spell.
Perfect.
level 3.
You get
Oh,
a
wait.
spell.
Up to 3
and
creatures
you
within
get a spell.
range.
Oh, I thought it
What
was
is
a
this
new, multiple more people.
It's a second level
Mm.
spell.
You might be thinking of Bless.
I might be thinking of Bless.
Blissed.
Okay, then in that case,
I
cast
would-
it at level 2.
My suggestion would be Yelsey, Mistral, and probably
The
yourself,
DPS.
honestly.
I have 77 hit points.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
yourself.
definitely yourself.
Okay, is that low?
I have a max of
I have
86.
127.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You know what?
I-
Yeah. Sylph
less
is
than that
gonna
as well.
pick up the slack of those you can't cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. I think she's still gonna stick with third level though to make it 10 hit
Plus
points
10.
instead of 5. Yeah.
All right.
So wait, we also
Sylph,
get
I
their
believe
hit
there was
points?
something you wanted to do.
Yeah. Soph is going to I think Soph has been enjoying watching their party kind of like twiddle about.
Mhm.
It's the kind of my juniors are cute sort of deal. Um, and as everyone is amping up and getting ready to go, she steps forward and is just like, just one moment. And she kind of she does like a half wave to gesture everyone her way.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
We come. We join.
Doug is
We
back in.
come.
We come so hard.
No,
Yo.
I can't
Not
do
that
a
spell,
stretch
Sylph.
row.
Not that spell.
And she gives you a profane word.
Ooh, what that do?
Profane ward.
And it's gonna have necrotic damage and prevent miasmic infection.
Oh, that's the
that?
thing.
That's
the
good.
thing.
That's good. We need that.
We hate miasmic infection.
We do hate miasmic infection.
And
Oh my-
yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
You see as she's casting this, Sylph's hands, black energy sort of like courses from her core and goes to the tips of her fingers, and she brings them together, and sort of sends it out in a wave, and each of you very briefly have this sort of almost like black bubble like effect on you before it like just sort of fades into you.
Mm.
Everybody gets it?
Yep.
Whoa.
Thank you.
That will be extremely, extremely useful. Thank you.
Much
And
appreciated.
Silk, was it?
yeah, she claps her hands together in a kind of like all done gesture, and she's like, yes, it's so. We're his old colleague.
Ah, okay.
Wait, wiggles his eyebrows. Yep.
Oh boy.
Doug's brows furrow. Like, what is this about? Okay, I don't care. And
Were you
turns on
romantically
him.
intertangled then?
What was that, Mistral?
Were you romantically entangled then?
It's more complicated than that.
Tangled, yes.
There's
Tangled,
a big
absolutely.
tangle.
Romantically, something like that.
I see.
But thanks, Selfie. Do you need help getting back to, I guess, the old duds back in Aralon? I can get you there.
It'll be all right.
You're
And
just gonna walk?
she's gonna go find a tree.
Oh. He points like half a day travel back out of the plane.
Oh.
If she asks for a tree. Oh, the closest one I know is that way.
Technically, you
Finding-
can just use a big patch of grass, actually. I usually say a tree because that's the most obvious, but
But travel via plants is just any plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It just has to be big enough so that a person can fit through.
There are big patches of grass.
There's also the
Okay,
big tree
then,
hanging over the cliff.
That's true.
Yeah. Sylph puts both arms up towards Flare because he has to bend down so that she can give him a hug.
Puppies.
She bends down. Not she. He.
Yeah.
He's gender yes.
And yeah, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek and hangs with one arm as she turns to your party and says, "Till next time, dears." And runs off to a patch of grass that's not too far away and waves, and her taxi picks her up.
Oh,
Nice.
Uber comes.
Yeah, Flare just says, "Yeah, I have to return Elun's girlfriend to him sometimes."
And
very kind.
as she is disappearing, she makes a phone call gesture to your party. If you need me.
She's gone. Doug's just like, I thought he was with the thief. I can't keep up with this.
I think they were all together.
They're in what's called a polycule.
I didn't know there was a word for it.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
There's quite a few
That
words
explains
for
so much. Doug's just like, this is why they're annoying.
it.
Bro,
Oh
that's
my
you.
That's funny.
All right.
Well, Sylph was nice, actually. He liked Sylph. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Put Doug and Elune in the room together and make them talk.
No.
I don't
Make,
think
Doug
make
would
anyone
simply
else
not.
do what I had to do.
Olin would. Doug would
I want
not.
to see it. Doug would not want to participate, yeah.
Doug just looks and then leaves.
Yeah. He's like, no, he's the High Oracle of Erelon. And he's just like, that was a poor choice. Anyways.
Oh,
Are
he really is, though.
you sure?
Yeah.
He's actually
Politics
the
have
highest
gotten dire
oracle.
since I last left.
Oh, damn.
Fuck off.
You guys soon feel the air charged again as two Benesi sort of land on the outskirts of the village. As Samira and another rider, a tanned half elf named Gus, sort of hops off their thing, and Samira comes back up to Mistral. All right, can't like I said, can't take you up too far. Can get you to the base of the main path, but
I understand.
saves you a
Thank you.
bit of walking.
Yes.
And she comes around and hands each of you a small copper medallion.
I won't need one.
Everyone gets. I need one. Yelsi
Function of this.
puts it between her teeth.
Oh.
Don't eat it. These are temporary. This is just so the birds don't electrify you.
I would love to not be electrocuted. Thank you.
What's electrocuted?
Death by lightning, basically.
It's when you die and it hurts the entire time it happens.
That is
Yelsi frowns.
very apt. But after you all have the medallions on, they help you up into temporary additions to their saddles, meant to sort of like keep you in place on top of the birds.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the sidecars.
As soon as you get on, even with the medallion, there is just definitely a fuzzy feeling throughout your entire bodies.
Is
Like,
it static?
Yeah, there's like static all over your bodies.
Cognition's tail is bobble brushed. He can't help it. There's like little sparks leaping between the little hairs on his tail.
So cute.
Sophia's gonna
Um,
wear like a bandana on her hair so it doesn't get all frizzy.
Yeah, Rusa does not bother. It's becoming a mane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rusa and
Is there
Mistral like
someone,
lock
like,
eyes while their hair begins to
on a
like
bird behind
grow.
Rusa because their face is just in her hair?
I will say, Flair notably, hair stays perfect.
Yeah, of course it
Wow.
does.
I feel
Oh
like Yossi
no.
also gets very static.
Yeah, Yelsie's hair just naturally, just all those layers. There's no way.
Yeah, no.
Oh god,
I think
yeah.
She's a puffball.
Yelsey, at first, Yelsey's like, this feels funny. It's funny. I think this is funny. And then, as her hair slowly starts poofing up more, she's like, this isn't fun anymore.
Oh no.
Miss Yelsey, would you like a ribbon or something? I can help with that.
So Yelsey does have a hair tie, but she only ties up the like upper half. So if you wanted
Ah.
to help Yelsey with that, she will not say no.
Yeah, he can braid it or whatever.
Yeah,
Mistral,
yeah,
can
but
you make a perception check for me?
Here, let me help
I
you with
would
that.
love to do that.
Does she hold still?
yeah.
Okay.
But before you notice, the one of the reasons you know that she's very upset about this is because she keeps trying to put her hair down, like brushing her hair down, and it just keeps going back up.
Oh, oh, poor thing. This is temporary. After we get back, we can have it like normal.
I can help you
Just-
deal with this.
As soon as Yelsey's hair is done, then she nods belatedly, but there.
He pulled her braid really tight. Like he wants it to be
Whoa.
secure, but it's like pulled so tight.
Just the meme of the face being like stretched out.
Her face is going all yeah.
That's funny. Yelsey whips her head once and twice, and then it gives the nod like it's secure, and gives him a thumbs up.
He gives a thumbs up back.
Woo!
We're ready.
Alright. Mistral, I have typed out what you see.
Ooh.
I can't see it because my. You ever get those like Google notifications in the bottom right corner of your screen?
Oh, I can read it for you if you want.
This one won't go away even though I'm hitting the close button.
Okay, it
Oh,
says you see lightning
no.
dance across the trim of Flair's armor. You also notice he's actually wearing armor today.
Oh.
Oh. That means he expects
not
there
a
to be
good sign.
danger?
Yeah.
Flair,
Hmm.
I've never seen you in your armor before.
Yes, well. He looks like he has a 10,000-yard stare. For a moment.
Oh.
These meteor impact sites are not something to be taken lightly.
I agree. It's nice to see you serious. Not that I don't like you unserious, but nice to
No,
see
it's
you taking it seriously.
this is what I was asked to help out with. While I won't be accompanying you down, I'll be making sure you have an exit.
Thank you. We won't waste it.
He sort of nods. And then the birds take off. For most of you, for all of you,
Mhm.
this is a very exciting experience because it's flying, but you just feel your entire body tingling while you're doing it.
Whoa.
So the birds soar up the mountain, just ascend hundreds of feet in very little time, but it still takes about 10 minutes to get up to like where you can see a small sort of like stone outpost that marks the beginning of the path, and the two birds sort of like land there, and Samir sort of stands up in the saddle and looks up at all of you. All right, this is y'all's stop. Shouldn't be, but a couple more hours hike up.
Thank you
Right.
very much.
Be careful of mountain lions, perchance. But with a big of group as you got, I don't think they're gonna pick on you. But if you see a mountain lion with bony protrusions going out of it, run.
Why is that different?
Have you ever heard of a dire lion?
Have I ever heard of a dire lion?
Go ahead and make me a nature check.
Nature. Here we go.
As far as dire creatures go, dire lions are one of the most deadly.
Point taken. Right.
They are extremely adept hunters in packs. Well, especially in packs, but one dire lion is also very tough on its own. There's a reason they have survived on a mountain where giant thunderbirds make their nests.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Doug's gonna get out his zombies while you're talking about this.
Okay.
You just see him setting up boxes in the background, and shrinking boxes, and
Nice.
Bring out the boys.
yeah.
Anyways, I hope all of you protect my baby brother.
We'll do our best, but I don't think he needs it.
We'll make sure he doesn't trip over his shoelaces.
I'll make sure he dies.
Samir raises an eyebrow.
Sophia laughs.
Great friends you have here, little Spark.
Yes, they bully me almost as much as you do.
Then they're like family.
Something like that, yes. Thank you for your help, sister.
Of course.
Hopefully we shall return with answers. And I place my hand on the back of her neck and press my forehead to her forehead.
Smiles, returns the gesture. Alright. Get off my bird.
Of course. Goodbye, Spark. Keep her safe. I scruff his neck.
Miss.
What was that?
Miss Samira,
Hmm?
yes, once we return, might I ask you some questions about, your relationship with Spock? Was it Spocky?
Spock.
Yes, I'm fascinated by everything that, you, as a culture, have built around these magnificent creatures.
Well, I'll see if Captain will let me. I do have patrols till late tonight.
Understood. I don't want to keep you from any of your duties. It's pure curiosity.
She nods. Alright. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I would do either. Just stay alive.
Huh.
Y'all see scrunches her face because that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Mistral nods sagely, like, yes, I understand.
Sophia's already walking up.
Yeah.
You guys are taking so long.
Is Doug still messy with boxes?
No, it's very quick. Hey, done
It
with that.
essentially works like a fucking Pokeball.
The Pokemon have been
Yeah.
summoned.
The two birds take off higher up the mountain. Everyone but Mishra, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Oh, all right.
Constitution save.
I'm scared. No.
Cog, there is just so like the oxygen is so sparse up here. Doug,
Oh, no.
your old man constitution also can't handle this shit.
Oh God. All right.
Listen, Rusa and Yelsi are like literally talking about the dinner menu.
Yes.
They don't even
Sophia,
notice
So
other people are
excited.
gasping for air.
Yeah.
Sophia, you're little winded, but you're
Yeah, I'm
staying
okay.
strong.
Cognition's gonna
Doug
do his
has his-
best to make sure that it doesn't look like he's desperate for air. Like he doesn't want to get embarrassed.
Oh.
So let's try. Okay, it's not doing so great. That's fine.
I think if Doug starts to lag behind, Yelsi will pick him up.
Doug
Oh.
has his shoulder draped over like his zombie for support in hopes that it will not slow him down. It is still slowing him down. He's just like, hold on, I'm not acclimated for this elevation.
Oh.
I need a minute.
Apologies.
I think Flair sees Cog struggling, and just sort of quietly comes up and gives him a small little. It's essentially an inhaler.
Oh, okay.
For your
Is it-
asthma.
Use it sparingly.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm?
What?
Yelsi makes the realization and starts digging through her little pouch,
What?
and she pulls out a horseshoe. And she says, "Get up!"
What?
She says
What?
what?
Oh,
Giddy
she has
up.
that mount.
Oh.
right.
Oh my god.
You have a cool like
Doug
air and
up
lightning themed
and-
mount. And I
yeah,
got a
she-
stick.
She picks Doug up and puts him on the horse, and then picks Sophia up and puts
Nice.
her on the horse.
I will say, as you cast it specifically here, as you say the words "giddy up," a lightning bolt comes from the sky and strikes the horseshoe.
Oh.
Oh.
And your hair does not get frizzy, but it just sort of forms at the current moment an amorphous cloud, and then it lightens up and comes into the shape of a horse.
That's cool.
That is very cool. Yelsi's eyes are like literally sparkling. She's like, and then
Where
she
did
picks
you
Doug
get
up
this,
and Sophia
Yelsi?
up.
This is Doug asking this.
From
Fab
the
knows where you
practice
got this.
dungeon. Oh.
Yelsi just like, somewhere.
For all the times we were on foot, though. No, never mind. It's fine. It's fine.
We haven't done a lot of traveling, honestly.
Doug
We
doesn't
really
know when
haven't.
she got this.
When Flair hands Cognition the inhaler, basically, he takes it, kind of grabbing onto Flair's hand, and he pats it, and he's like, "Thank you, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated."
He smiles, less flirtatious and more just like a tender "I got you" vibe.
Aw,
He's in dad mode, I see.
he's in dad mode. He's the mom friend.
Yeah.
He's wine dad.
He
You're
can be
right.
your
There you
dad or
go.
your daddy.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. All right.
To some here, he is specifically only dad.
He can be both.
He's a
Daddy.
man of many.
He contains multitudes.
Yes,
He's in charge of a strange cult of dudes.
the duality of Flair, dad and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, with this big of a group and also I sound like a self propping up here. The sheer aura of Flair keeps the lions away.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
I will say, if anyone just has like a passive perception or passive insight, which is just like 10 plus your insight, uh, beyond Mistral, you can tell Flair is like serious right now, and as such, there is an aura of fight me, fuck around and find out.
Okay.
He's aura farming.
This
I'm
man
sure
has
Gog is
fucked around
for
quite
it.
a bit.
Yeah, he has.
He's also found out quite a bit, and he's welcoming any others to try.
Yeah.
He
Knowledge is
hungers
power,
for
so fuck
knowledge and
around.
blood.
You've
Yeah, it's
lost your
fine.
blood,
Don't worry
Flair.
about it.
I have not lost it. It's on the ground. Do not underestimate me.
Yeah.
I think Yelsey's too distracted to recognize this change in character. So
Well, and Yelsey already knows that Flair can't do anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Except for
obviously,
Right.
Flair can't do anything. Flair's helpless.
Yeah, he's.
It's okay. Yelsey will take care of Flair.
Thank God Yelsey's here to scare off the lions.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly. Yelsey has already forgotten the warning about the lions.
Yeah.
Cognition is looking out for the lions.
An apex predator need not worry about those animals
True.
beneath it,
True.
which is why Yelsey forgot about them immediately.
On your way up, there is the path that is occasionally dotted with large, long copper. Wow. Rods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we follow the rods.
And occasionally there is like rocky paths that diverge from this path that go to like smaller plateaus as you go up. But again, as Samir said, it only takes about 2 hours before you guys are at the top, where there's two guards and similar but less copper adorned outfits to the Wind Riders. And they seem to be expecting you as they look out and sort of weigh you over and hail you over.
Hello there.
Yelsey waves back.
They sort of nod and speak to Mistral. Hello, your sister told us to expect you.
Good, yes.
You'll be going down?
That is correct. Anything we should expect?
She told you about the bugs?
Yes. Any recent activity?
He sort of looks over his shoulder and you see a sort of a legs curled in on its dead carcass looking bug that I'll give you an image of, or I'll give you a token.
Okay. Oh no.
Is this? Can I do a nature check? See if I know anything about it. Oh.
That's a sliver, baby.
Oh.
Sophia,
You can give me a nature
pulls out her
check.
commander deck. Days?
Sophia already knows what this is.
Okay. Yeah.
It's definitely insectoid, but it also looks arachnoid in features. The barbs and the claws definitely give it a more erected nature. You don't know their name.
Right.
You've never encountered one before.
Right.
Sophia, you probably look annoyed at these things.
Yeah, I'm frowning.
Oh. Sophia, you've encountered these before?
Yes, they're frustrating to say the least.
I see. Any weak points we should be looking out for?
They're soft on the inside, so if you make their insides not be inside, it should help.
That helps with many enemies, I've found.
Mm-hmm.
Most things do die when they are killed.
Life needs things to live.
the inside should stay there.
No, it should
Unless-
not. It should.
Our inside should stay
Oh yes,
there.
our inside
want-
should stay inside. Their inside should not be inside.
Their insides, it can be splattered about wherever we desire.
Mm-hmm.
Yelthy is confused, but also entertained by this conversation.
Yossi, what weapons do you have again? You've got the anchor and then just the silver greatsword?
No, Yelthy actually has quite a bit, actually. Heavy crossbow, dagger,
Big fucking
and
anchor.
then the anchor away and the silver greatsword.
Okay.
She has options.
At some point,
she-
I'm probably going to cast elemental weapon on your silver greatsword for fire.
Hell yes.
I will say as you are doing this last spell, everyone give me a wisdom saving throw at advantage as a loud, piercing cry from far away to the south where you see a break in the mountains.
Oh no!
Nice, I'm pretty poggers. Roos is pretty
Oh, yeah.
poggers.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Yelthy.
Yelthy, Doug, and
It's-
Mitchell
it's-
shaking hands.
No, it's actually fine because it's so far away. The DC was 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
nice.
But you each see in the break in the mountains a large, dark, shape form in the distance. It has, like, even from this, you can see it has a very sizable wingspan, and it is not a thunderbird.
Yikes.
Would you say the wings are bat-like?
No.
Okay.
I would say they look dragon-like.
So bat-like.
Why would you say that?
Because
That's horrible.
Your
but
DM, is that a dragon?
Mistral and Yeltsi, you both have like this instinctive dread, like form a lump in your stomach, but you like quash it down. Like
Dragon
I
fear.
think, yeah. And Flare sort of like looks up. You see it is definitely coming like fast from the south, like past the mountains, like from Purus. And as it grows ever closer, you just see like jet blacks, jet black coloration on it. And it almost looks like it has like sinewy attachments between its wings.
Oh.
Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
you feel the mark on your backburn.
Ooh.
Oh.
The what?
Oh.
The huh?
I understand.
Hello?
All of us
No,
out of
none
character
of you
going, "What?"
guys know this in character. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, now we know it out of character.
Yeah, dude.
How far down your back?
It's a great question.
Wouldn't you
Did
like
Cog
to know?
ever see this? Did Cog ever see this when Sophia tried to sleep with him?
No, they didn't. They didn't get naked.
She didn't take her shirt off.
We all
Okay, I was
took a
trying to
bath
remember.
with you at some point.
You
Yeah,
guys
we've all
did
been
all take
naked
a bath
together.
on me at some point. That's correct.
Anyway.
You know that.
I don't
mean,
know.
It burns, but also Sophia is like, it's sort of just like oh, it's prickling
My
to
back is
Sophia
itchy.
because Sophia, yeah.
My back is itchy. I know what this is.
Care to share with the class?
No.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fine.
She doesn't
The-
have like
the-
a
the guard-
tattoo or anything like that.
Hmm.
For
So
religious reasons, she refuses.
I don't know if you would have specifically noticed it.
Okay.
It would not have seemed out of place on like a body or like a person's body or anything like that.
Okay.
Like a birthmark or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think one of the guards actually sort of like acts more viscerally because they are an Asimar as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they just sort of have a just roll for. Oh no. They Mistral, as you look to this guard, like you just see their eyes sort of like, what's the opposite of dilate?
It's still
Constrict.
dilate.
Constrict.
Isn't
Oh
it?
no, it is dilate. It is dilate.
Dilate is getting bigger, yeah.
Um,
They explode.
The
they
eyes do?
they like immediately like fumble and like blow a horn. And you see from higher up, there are birds that begin to sort of like get into formation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they even like come down. They like are like circling, and then eventually they do see it. And I think Flair sort of looks to you guys. So that's not your problem. You should probably get down and solve your problem. I'll stick with these guys.
Flair?
Is that a dragon?
Yes.
That's not good.
Do we need to call this off for today?
You should get down there.
The burning I'm feeling is while I'm looking towards the dragon and not towards
Yes.
the hole, right?
Towards the dragon.
Okay, interesting. You guys would know about this if you had just read the lore that Mike gave us all.
I know about it because I have an ASMR.
It's just a burning feeling, right? It's not like a pulling feeling or anything like that.
It's not pulling. No,
Okay.
you rolled high enough on your wisdom save that is not a pulling feeling.
Okay. Where are we specifically? Sorry, I know I'm asking a lot of questions.
All right, so you got. I've moved Mistral.
Mhm.
You guys are on the first like actual like part of the mountain where the nests are. And as such, you can see through the break in the mountains, like far down, like there's like clouds like covering Pyrrhus. But you're like looking out over like clouds, and
Gotcha.
you would know Pyrrhus is down below those clouds.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh,
I think Sophia would focus on their current mission, and despite the very obvious sort of call that something may be doing, I think she is going to like sort of clench a little bit, like look towards the rest of the group, and then sort of nod and start motioning for them to keep moving towards the crater where we need to figure this out. Come on, they can take care of themselves. We need to focus on what we're here to do.
Right.
Cognition squeezes Flair's shoulder, gives it a pat.
don't worry. I got a lot more things I want to do in this world. I'm not gonna let some overgrown lizard take me out.
Right, because if you do die, I will have to kill you.
But I'd already be dead.
Well, I'd bring you back and kill you again.
No,
And he would still be dead.
No, you guys are so silly. Flair can't die. You'll see, very very calmly, with her eyes like unblinking. It's just like no one can die.
Oh,
Just
God.
stares at you all with no blinking.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Sophia nods sagely, like, yes, you're so right for that, Yelsey.
Cognition is oddly comforted by this. Even though
Yeah,
it's bull.
Pog would not last long in a Yandere anime.
No! Absolutely not.
But
It's
yes,
fine. It's fine.
Or Cog would never die because he'd be too upset about upsetting someone, and they'd be happy forever.
that is very true.
Dang, yeah.
But yes, I guess I'll leave it up to like Sophia has gone on ahead. or is urging people to go on ahead. Flair's told you to go.
Doug's following Sophia.
Well, of course you, Sophia. You're on the same horse.
True.
Yeah.
I don't need the horse, okay? I can walk just fine.
She gets off of the horse on principle.
That's valid.
But she
Cognition will follow too.
she will move the horse towards them. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should all focus on the meteor. We have no business with a dragon.
Right.
We cannot be distracted at every horrible thing that comes flying by. There are people for that.
I think
Such
we
as
are all in
Flair.
agreement.
All right.
Let us descend and let the people up here do their work.
Do me a favor and don't die. Cleo would be so upset at me.
I'm gonna walk over to Flair and sort of motion for him to lean down so that I can be at like eye level with him.
He does so.
Flair, you're too fucking tall.
Yeah, he's very tall. I'll put my hand around the back of his neck and press my forehead to his forehead and say, "Be safe. The winds will be guiding you, and so will I."
I think Flair's just like wide-eyed and like there's a slight dusting.
Aww.
Of tears?
Mm-hmm.
No, blush.
Like a blush.
A blush.
Very
good.
Yeah, take care of him. Keep an eye on Rusa for me.
Always. And I'll my forehead will part from his, and I hand him a small origami crane.
Aw.
Aw, that's adorable. He tucks it under his breastplate.
I nod, and then turn to make towards the hole.
All right. As you guys, I don't think Flair says anything to Rusa. Just like gives her a significant glance before turning around.
She gives him a very serious nod, but the look in her eyes is very sentimental and gentle.
And as you all descend into the caverns, you hear the cry of the Benesi as they mobilize to defend their territory. And that's where we're calling it for the week.
Woo!
Wow.
Can I
Hmm?
before we go in there, can I text Kane real quick?
Sure.
I'm just gonna let her know that Flair's about to tangle with the dragon. Just in case we might need some help.
Narc.
I think she literally texts you back, I feel bad for the dragon.
All right, that's fine.
That tracks.
Okay, I'm not worried anymore.
But yes, that is where we're cutting off for this session. Because it is 10:30 and someone's a sleepy baby.
Emma's got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I do.
Let's kill capitalism.
Gross.
I want to
agree.
kill
Do it.
capitalism.
Let's what?
Kill capitalism.
Ah.
What
yes.
did you think I said, Riley?
I don't know. That's why I asked. I genuinely didn't
Gotcha.
hear what you said.
That's fair.
All right. Just so we're getting fully into combat, and as we're beginning this far, I'll give you each a DM inspiration
Oh.
to use whenever you want. That if you fail a roll, you can use the inspiration to re-roll. I'm going to try and give those out a bit more frequently.
Thank you. I'm gonna mark that on my character sheet. Where
There is a
with
mark.
my proficiency bonus.
There is a mark
Yay.
for it.
Yeah.
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 I need to remember to use
Yes.
mine.
Well,
We will help you do that,
definitely,
baby.
Yep.
Excellent
But
work, Mike.
I hope
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
had
thank you so
a
much
good
for
time.
DMing.
Yeah.
It
Thank
is
you.
my absolute pleasure.
When Soph gets back, Ellen gives her a big old hug.
Oh.
Aww.
She slapped
Gay.
him
They
on the
were
ass.
away for maybe a couple days, and he missed her so much.
I think she slapped him
Oh,
on the ass.
Yeah, all right.
what ass?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
Cut her
okay?
hand on that ass.
You can cut a hand on that.
Aloon's
Oh
got a
my
little bit of an
God.
ass. Listen, it's not like he's got a Hank Hill ass, okay?
He's a tiefling. He's got to have a little bit there.
Aloon?
Yeah.
No,
Balloon's a
Loon, not
tiefling?
Doug.
Oh, you're talking about a loon. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind, man.
You think? Hold on. What if Sylph slapped Doug on the ass? though?
Aristander has an ass, okay? Don't worry.
Arsander
Okay.
has the ass in the relationship, so it has the
You're
way
right.
the Loon
He
is there.
wears-
Sylph
yeah.
wears the pants. Aristander wears the ass.
Yep.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Sylph slaps Doug on the ass. Oops, sorry, wrong Aloon. Or
Whoops.
wrong Fab.
Wrong Illusion.
Wrong Aloon, yeah.
Yelsi,
You got a certain
Yelsi
vibe
eats
about
her.
you.
I don't think Yelsi could take Sylph in a fight, especially because
Damn.
Sylph has Black Razor now.
Cool.
Yeah.
She could absolutely try, but I also don't think Sylph would fight her.
Yeah, Soph would probably just be like, oh, that's cute. You're so cute.
Pats her on the head. Yelsi.
Yeah.
Anime girl cheeks puffed.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess I'll also give you this. You see, out of Flair's armor, he pulls out this like long, slender, like pure, like ivory blade.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's exciting.
White razor.
Oh my God.
Never mind.
Silly string, the carnival blade.
No.
How'd that get over here?
God.
Mitchell's nose turns red.
Oh
He
no!
starts.
Oh no!
His shoes start squeaking as he walks. He's a
he
were
gets
clown.
a lot paler.
A were clown. I have like clown.
Oh,
my
where
God.
clown? No.
Hell yeah.
I wanna play a were
Riley's
clown. That sounds great.
Fucking Pathfinder
Honestly,
character whose
you
gimmick
can-
is being a jester, but the whole time I was like, yeah, she's a vampire, right?
And she's like, obviously she's a vampire, but she doesn't think anyone knows she's a vampire.
He's a were clown.
Yeah, it's
we
fine.
will
Like
Don't worry about it.
clownthropy.
we will definitely get
She's a light
to
clownthropy.